Hi friends, how are you? This is the Chaldonut speaking and welcome back to some more Tekkit Classic. Today, I'd like to bring a problem to your attention. It is the following. Well, I guess I don't really have to explain it to you. But the quarry doesn't run. It turns off pretty darn regularly because we run out of power. And the reason for that, in turn, is we run out of coal in the steam engines, or charcoal, I suppose. Why is that there? I don't know. Apparently cobble goes into the steam engines. Maybe I just dumped it there at some point? Not sure. Anyway, steam engines are decent as far as a power source goes, but they're not great. I'm not thrilled with them. They cause some problems because we have to go back to that quarry all the time. So I want to get more materials, eventually establish more quarries to get more diamonds, more uranium, and more tungsten, which are the three really high value items in Tekkit Classic. Or at least in our version of the mod pack anyway. I don't really think there were ever any other high-value materials. I think it's just always been those three. But those are the three big ones. Tungsten is worth 2 diamonds, a diamond is obviously 1, and then you have uranium, which is half a diamond. So, what I'm thinking is we need to establish more quarries, and I want to take a break from... Oh my gosh, why is this even here? Like, that doesn't even need to be there. So, this is a waste of torches. This place is a mess. It's an absolute waste of torches. It's terrible. I'll fix it later, though. Procrastination is the key. I totally disagree with that statement in all honesty, but right now, I just don't want to deal with that problem. Anyway, so what I want to do today, I'm kind of going on this really long rant to explain it to you guys, is sort out the quarry situation. I want to take a break from the reactor, which has come along pretty smoothly. We've got a lot done so far, although we aren't even close to done with that issue. We have a lot more advanced alloy to make, something I'm not looking forward to. But in order to really make this reactor run for a long time and to be able to set it up for the foreseeable future, we're going to need... to have a lot of uranium, and so we need materials. We're gonna work on this quarry, and what I want to do is set up combustion engines because they're better, I think, than steam engines. They're certainly, I think, a little bit longer lasting than steam engines because I don't really want to have to use charcoal forever. In steam engines, it's not particularly expensive, but it requires maintenance, and I'm not loving that whole thing. Now, it may turn out that what we need to do is just get... Why am I outside in the nighttime? This is just bad. What we need to do is just set up some steam engines where they have a pipeline that's trying to give them charcoal at all times, but still that requires a lot of conversion from coal to charcoal, and I'm not sure I want to do that. So we're going to explore the possibility of combustion engines when we get back to base and sleep. I still have my home waypoint there. That's not really accurate. Anyway, we're going to go back to base and get this, it to daytime. And then what we have to do, guys, is we have to run around and search for some oil. I just looked at the time. Wow, that was a 4-minute exposition. I don't think it's ever been that long explaining what we're going to do. Quite the rambling rant. Today, gotta say. Anyway, we're looking for oil because that's what we need to run combustion engines. You need oil, and combustion engines are also more efficient if you can convert that oil into fuel. So we're going to kind of look around here, fly up pretty high. I really wish I did have a flying ring for this, which you can make, but it's very expensive in terms of diamonds, which is all the more reason to get more quarries. Anyway, I've upped my render distance a little bit. We're going to see how that goes. I don't see any over here. I really wish I had waypointed some at one point, because I feel like I must have seen oil occasionally on my journeys. I remember that one time when we tried so desperately to find chickens, back when we were trying to use the crossbow. And we were thinking to ourselves, man, where are all the chickens? We need chickens for these bolts. Come on, please. And then we got the Philosopher's Stone, and that wasn't an issue anymore. Anyway, I am a little concerned about the power in my jetpack. I don't think it's going to last much longer. I don't really think there is much in this general direction. I'm going to see if I can land on this hilltop here. But anyway, I do not see any oil in this area. We'll check this right side, but I don't expect there to be some in the taiga biome. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously there's oil in cold places in real life. Alaska, anyone? But I don't know if that's coded into BuildCraft or anything like that. So, I know there are some in the sea, though, so we'll check this area here. And perhaps we'll find an oil spout. It'd be a long way to go back with this stuff, though. So I'm not thrilled. It is very far. So far. Oh. Pun not intended, but, used anyway. Alright, here we are. Thank goodness for nano armor. This jetpack would be very dangerous to have if I didn't, own it. Yeah, so I don't see any oil in this direction. We're gonna have to keep looking, though. We're gonna spend most of today kind of running around, checking things out, and if we don't find any oil, what we'll do is we will give up on this and then... Ooh, is this oil? Oh, no, it just didn't load in properly. Lighting glitch, or whatever. If this doesn't work, what we'll do is we'll set up a piping system to pipe charcoal into the quarry. Well, not into the quarry, the steam engines. But the reason why I'm not liking that, aside from just the fact that I have to manufacture a lot of charcoal, which is not ideal in itself, is I have to set up the system to pipe in the charcoal for each quarry, whereas with combustion engines, if I generate fuel, and then put it in the combustion engine and run the engines, what I can use is I can take conductive pipes, guys. Are these really the only 3 types? We can take golden conductive pipes. I'm not sure if stone is less efficient or what, but I've only ever seen golden ones used. We can take golden conductive pipes, hook them up to our combustion engines, and then the electricity will flow to the quarries, and then the quarries can run off that power, and all we have to do is extend the pipeline to the next quarry when we need to set it up again. And I think that's a lot more convenient, certainly. So I'm going to try to spend a little time now looking for oil. We may not find any, but we're going to do our best to find some. However, it's proving more difficult than I expected. So, this could turn out to be a fruitless endeavor. We may have just wasted a lot of our time running around today, but at least you have an idea of what my plans for the future are. Now, moreover, if we do get combustion engines, what we have to do, well, not that. If we find oil and then go combustion engines, what we need is a refinery to turn the oil into fuel, because that makes combustion engines more efficient. And refineries, I believe, take some diamonds, so it's going to be expensive. But we do have a few diamonds left, and we do have a lot of uranium, silver, and other high EMC value items still that we can use to create more diamonds if we need them. And I'm not seeing anything. No oil. None whatsoever. Not pleased. But I guess that's just how it goes. Gosh, I was hoping this was going to be easier. I don't think oil spouts are that uncommon, but we're not really in a great location for them. Like, is there any actual ocean? Or am I just running infinitely, and finding small lakes? That seems to be what's going on. It's unfortunate, guys. Oh, there's a jungle here. I'm gonna make note of that, in case we ever want cocoa beans or something. Alright, let's, do the waypoint, add jungle. Alright, well, we're definitely not gonna find any oil in this direction, then. Does that close it? No, just that does. Okay. Yeah, so no oil here, unfortunately. Very disappointing, but I don't really see what we can do about it. Aside from going back to base, I'm a little displeased that we have spent all this time today, and I've been briefing you about how we're going to build combustion engines and do all this sort of stuff. And then all we did was walk around so far. But maybe what we'll try is just restocking the quarry and getting that temporary charcoal loading system set up. We'll see. Wait. Oh, baby. Here we go. We've done it, guys. Alright, this is where it all begins. We found an oil spout. So what we need is a pump. So we need to make a BuildCraft pump. And this is pretty simple. It's a tank and a mining well. Mining wells don't look too expensive. We just need some iron, and we have a lot of that. And then some redstone. Stone gear, that's easy enough. Okay, we can make this. We can get the mining well, and we can build the pump. And the pump is basically the quarry, but for liquids. So, if we can get back to base, our jetpack just ran out. Gosh, I wish that thing had more power. I suppose that's why I built that charging bench or whatever way back when, to give it more power. Well, not for that, but so that I could charge it on the go. Oh well, though. That's okay. Oh, creeper. Hey, you. Back off, back off. Alright, that happened. So, if we get back to base, which may take a little while, considering we don't have a jetpack, we're going to build this pump, and we're going to get an oil rig set up. We may not actually get too far in terms of actually pumping the oil or anything, but at least we're on land. I mean, an oil spout that's on land is a little easier to manage, I think, than oil that is offshore, because we can set up our oil rig right next to, well, not oil rig, oil refinery right next to our oil rig, which is, I think, very preferable. Because, oh, let me turn this on. It's going to mean a lot less piping early on, which should make things more efficient. I suppose that's not entirely true, but it'll mean, well, we'll make things more efficient because we won't have to run around so much. Did the copper finish? I was refining some copper earlier. It looks like it's done. So let's turn the system off. Oh, I should turn my render distance back down. I think I'm getting some frame rate lag. Let's turn it down to 32. So, we finished this. We have some copper here, which is always good. Break that. Right, I was going to charge up my jetpack. I'm curious, can I do that in the MFE? I've never done it there. Yeah, but I don't want to put it there, actually. I can, which is good to know. But if I put it in here, I'm taking away power that might be needed for my nanosuit. And then the generator has to spend a lot of time recharging this thing. Which I don't particularly want. I mean, I guess it has to charge the Batbox. I just said Batbox up again anyway. But it feels less convenient. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a red power pump. Which we don't want to use because it doesn't recognize oil as a liquid, so it doesn't pump it, as far as I know. Anyway, let's get that back on. Let's shoot this, Oops, I shot one block too deep. So we have that, right, the pump. Well, let's hop back up. One other thing I want to check for, something that I've seen, in Tekkit series before. I don't know if it's in our version, but though, is the destruction catalyst. Okay, so it isn't ours. This thing is awesome. At some point I want to make this. It's going to be useful if we need to make a pipeline, because we can put it underground. Basically, this thing lets you make a 3x3 hole in any direction you want, and very quickly, instantly, if you have something to charge it with, EMC-wise. So, it's a lot like the Philosopher's Stone in that it takes something as fuel, but it's very, very useful. So, later on, we're going to make this thing, and we're going to use it to dig a long pipeline. But that is in the future. Right now, we need to go over to a project table. Wait, we need iron. Iron? Do we have iron in here? Yes, we do. We need to make this thing, this pump, because I want to get it set up today and show you guys how it's going to work. We need a pick, and it can't be a damaged one, I think, so we need sticks. We got to make the pick. There we go. And then, what else do we need? We need a gear. We need lots and lots of gears. So we need this, and then that turns into a wooden gear. Boom, boom, boom. Did I not leave a waypoint? I don't think I left a waypoint. Shoot. Well, we're going to have to find the oil well, spout, this episode, because I don't want to lose track of it even more, although I suppose I could go back and watch the footage to find out where it is. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. And then we put iron on this side. That's not right. Wait, is it like this? Or like that? No. Or like this? Like that? No, the mining, I think this is in the middle. There we go, the pick is on the bottom. That makes sense, because mining wells would probably dig beneath them, I would suppose. Alright, so we need glass. Where's our glass? I know we've made glass before. Oh, dang it, we turned it all into panes, didn't we? Darn it, we're gonna have to go out and get some. But quickly... Yeah, we need a lot, actually, so we're gonna get glass. Oh, I've got a little frame rate lag there. Not pleasant. Frame rate lag. And it's night again. Wonderful. Should have slept while I was still up there. Give me sand. Okay. Fly! Okay. Okay, so, anyway, we're good. Now we just need to... Oh, we have a lot of iron. Good. We need to go down to the electric furnace, smelt one piece of this sand into glass. My inventory's so cramped. Okay. Dump some of this stuff. Is it done? Okay. We're gonna go up to the roof. We're gonna use the energy condenser. I'm just looking at the time. We've already been going through all this stuff for a lot of time. A full 18 and a half minutes. Alright, I don't need more glass. That's plenty. But we need glass for a lot of things, actually, to be honest with you guys. So, this isn't terrible to have so much. Open the bag, dump some things, dump. And, for instance, we need glass to make tanks, which are used to store BuildCraft liquids, and each one takes 8 glass, I believe? That is right, isn't it? This doesn't make more than one tank. Yeah. So each one of these takes a lot. 22 tanks, is that enough? 23, sure. Now, all we have to do to make the tank is stick it in there. The mining well, is it like that? Yep. And we have a pump. Now, one last thing that we need to do is head over to our base. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have a bow. Okay, so we have the tanks. We need pipes, right. We need engines too, but that's another matter. We may not actually get back to the oil well today. But we need to craft a few more things. And then we can go set up a pump. So, we need a lot of redstone engines. We need combustion engines, of course, which we haven't even started to make. But, let's head down here. We need cactus green, guys. because for BuildCraft we can't just use normal transport pipes to move fluids. We need to waterproof them. I don't think we've ever done that before in this series, but it uses cactus green. So glad we have a condenser in this base still, because we're going to condense some cactus green, and then we craft that into this thing called pipe waterproof. And if I can get some iron out, let's take a little bit of this, maybe 4. That should be enough. What this does for us is, where is it? There it is. Okay. That's a lot more than I think we needed, but that's okay. What this allows us to do is take pipes, which we're going to go make here. Let's make a whole bunch, because we need a lot of waterproof pipes. This is not going to be enough, but it's a start. That's 72. Let's just make more. And before I actually craft them, let me make sure this is how we make the waterproof pipes. I think it is. If I go here, yeah, it's pipe waterproof and a transport pipe. I wanted to make sure that the cactus green didn't come in to this crafting recipe here. It came in after. So we're going to make a whole bunch of these things, and then we're going to turn a whole bunch of this cactus green into pipe waterproof. So we're going to... Wait, how does this work? Oh, it's only 1 stack, right. Like that. We also are going to need, I think, a couple wooden ones. Yeah, let's get a couple of those. So, a wooden waterproof pipe is just wooden pipe and waterproof, like you saw before. And we'll just make a couple of these. And then, it actually turns out we've matched this up perfectly, because we have 16 extra waterproof. And we'll turn these all into wooden waterproof pipes, like so, and then we're done. So, we have all the pipes we need. We have a bunch of tanks. We also have the pump, which is good. We'll need to make more engines to power that. Do they have an EMC value? Redstone engines? No. That's okay. The last 2 things we're going to do today are look at the combustion engine recipe, which is iron gears, piston, glass, more iron at the top. Not very complicated. We'll be fine. And then lastly, we're going to check out the refinery, which I believe requires diamonds. Yeah, it requires a diamond gear and 3 tanks. We're not going to make too many of these if we can avoid it. 4 diamonds for 1. Okay. We might only be making 1 for now until we can get a few more resources, but we'll do the best we can. Anyway, guys, I know this episode was not as productive as, say, the last one where we made the reactor and all that stuff, but we have done a lot of planning. We have a task ahead of us, one that I think is certainly accomplishable, but will take some time and effort. So bear with me. We'll try to get it done as quickly as we can, but we do not have more time to work on it today. So next episode, we'll work on getting the engines we need, setting up the pump, and at least moving some oil into some tanks, if not actually refining any. But without further ado, I hope you have enjoyed, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did. This has been the Chaldonut speaking. Goodbye, friends, and I will see you all next time with some more Tekkit Classic.